What's up, y'all? This your girl, Miss Maggie T with Atlanta Falcons Nation. If you're new to the channel, I want you to hit that subscribe button so you won't miss another post from me. But let's go ahead and get into it. It looks like the Falcons did go out to North Dakota State to visit quarterback Trey Lance's second pro day. And reportedly, we had lengthy talks with Trey Lance's coaches while we were there. Now, does that mean that we are, very interested, intrigued in keeping it at quarterback at 4? Or is it just likely that the Atlanta is just sending some scouts over to the pro days in an effort to entice some other team to up its move to number 4, and get their quarterback of choice? Who's to say? But the Broncos have definitely clearly stated that they are interested in trading up with the Falcons for Trey Lance or Justin Fields. Now, what do you do in this position? May the best man win, or do you trade back? We don't know, but Trey Lance started just 13 games in college, and his team played only one game in 2020. So he is generally considered more likely than the other top prospects to need a year or two of seasoning before stepping to the starting lineup. Now, Lance's skill set and potential fits in Arthur Smith's offense. So it will be a smart move to grab him, now, as well as, Matt Ryan isn't going anywhere anytime soon, but he's all the Falcons have right about now. Ryan restructured his contract this offseason, creating some needed cap space for Atlanta while pushing even more dead money into the future. His cap hit is more than $40 million each in 2022 and 2023, and so it's just really hard to move him. Still, the Falcons, at the very least, need quarterback depth. So we don't have backups right now. That's a need. So where do we grab him is the question, but it has to be addressed, people. And Atlanta Falcons Nation, we never said that we don't want them drafting a quarterback. It's just be smart with where you pick him, And if he gets picked at 4, I'm still ride or die Atlanta Falcons, But there are consequences to that. We will have to get rid of certain players, that's holding on to contracts as well. Now, of course, that number 4 pick is a prime spot, definitely. And, other teams are knocking on our door. So, you never know what we're going to do, but they are definitely hush-hush about it. But Arthur Blank is fascinated by that quarterback spot, with the draft picks that we have. And he's also thinking that this franchise may not be in this position again to be in that number 4 spot. So, because we plan on winning this season and contending each year where we won't have this opportunity again. What do you do with it? Blank just will not force a decision, though. He hired Terry and Arthur Smith to make those decisions. So it's whatever they decide. And he just won't Bigfoot them on their first big call. He's going to give it up to them, So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Now, yes, we need quarterback, but there are other draft needs that we definitely need, such as edge. Atlanta has had issues finding consistent quality pass rush. The Falcons could find help here and add more draft capital by trading out that number 4 pick, which is something I think they should do. Of course, they made a lot of moves with their defensive ends and outside linebackers this offseason, but they don't have the money to find a top-tier pass rusher in free agency. So we will have to make an effort in the draft, even though they've struggled here for quite some time, with the other coaching. And we ain't going to go there. But you know how those drafts went. We also need secondary. The Falcons are young at safety and cornerback, and investing draft capital in the secondary won't help. But they don't have many other choices after parting ways with Ricardo Allen, Keanu Neal, and DeMonte Casey this offseason. Safety Eric Harris will add a veteran presence, but the Falcons need to fill out the secondary in the draft, especially at safety. A young group will just get even younger, of course. We also need offensive line. The Falcons added a little depth by signing Josh Andrews in free agency and signing Matt Gono to a second-round tender, but depth could be an issue. And the Falcons have to build for the future. Andrews and Gano could be gone in 2022. And if Atlanta doesn't address the line in 2021 draft, they could be in bad position for 2021 and beyond. We also need a running back as well. No longer as a pressing a need after the Falcons signed Mike Davis in free agency. Davis will go a long way to filling the void left by free agent departures, Todd Gurley and Brian Hill. But is Davis ready to be a lead back for a full season? He looked great in relief of Christian McCaffrey with the Panthers, but being running back one for an entire year is a big task for a player who has never carried such a load. And the Falcons could add depth here, though it might not be until later in the draft. So once again, trading back, So those are some of the needs that the Falcons have. And of course, we are still addressing smaller positions and other positions in this free agency leading up to the draft. And of course, we have about 9 picks to go from. As well as we trade back, we could possibly get more, So, I need to hear your opinions. What do you think is the best decision for the Falcons with this scenario? I kind of talked about it just a little bit, considering our cap space and everything else. Do you think there's going to be another cut coming? And we got about 9 days away from the draft. It's getting close to the wire, and that 4th pick is getting hotter and hotter, people. We got the magic ticket right about now. But that's all I got for you guys. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Let me know what you think and get ready for that draft show. I don't think we're going live tonight, but if anything else breaks, we will come back to you or catch us on Friday, people. And I appreciate you guys. We are the nation, and I'm out. Peace.